Quinoa has been called the ultimate superfood. But is it really? Or is it just hype? In this video, I'm going to break down what it does, the pros and the cons, and whether or not it deserves a spot on your plate. But first, I am Arlene Timber-Henry, and on this channel, I talk about healthy eating and healthy lifestyle changes, predominantly, but not only, for women over 40. And I've been taking you through the nutrition alphabet from A to Z. We are now on the letter Q. Q for quinoa. But what is all the hype about? It's because quinoa is rare in its category as a plant food. It it has in it, within it, all 9 essential amino acids. Those are compounds that make up the proteins that we need to build our tissues, to build our muscles, and quinoa has all 9 of them. And those are proteins or amino acids that our bodies cannot produce. So we have to get them from our foods. So then you can see the link. You can understand why quinoa is such a great thing that people have believed that they have found. It also has, in addition to those 9 essential amino acids, fiber and magnesium and iron and antioxidants and all those good things that I've been talking about here with you on this channel over these last months. It's gluten-free. It's very versatile. It is easy to cook. I'll tell you more about how you can use it to add to your meals. And it's called a superfood now in the West. People in the West have caught on to this, but in other parts of the world, in other indigenous cultures, like in South America, quinoa has been used for centuries, thousands of years. So we're just catching up. What does it do for your body? It does a body good. Does a body good. It helps you feel fuller longer because of the high fiber content, because it's a high protein as well. So for persons who are looking for weight control, weight management, this could be something that might be useful for you because a little bit can make you and keep you full so that you don't overeat or you don't have to eat the wrong things or eat too often. So that's one good thing. It's also helpful in regulating your blood sugar because it's very low on the glycemic index. So unlike other types of foods, it won't spike your blood sugar levels right after eating. So it's something that you can incorporate into your healthy eating plan. Its fiber content helps to support gut health overall, helps with your digestion, helps to reduce inflammation because of all the plant compounds inside of the quinoa. So yeah, there's a lot of good things, but are there any downsides? Is there anything that we should be paying attention to with quinoa? Yes, it can be a little bitter sometimes. If you've ever had it, I've had it sometimes where you can taste like a slight bitter taste. That's easily dealt with if you rinse your quinoa before cooking or before using, because that bitter taste comes from another chemical compound called saponins. Little trivia comes from the Latin root word for soap. So it tastes a little off, and you can rinse the quinoa. You might see a frothy, bubbly kind of substance coming off. That's the saponin. So you're releasing those, and then the taste should be fine. What else is a downside? Some people say it's more expensive than other types of whole grains. That may be so on surface value, but comparatively, If you consider what we've been talking about, if you consider that we're cutting out junk foods and processed foods and lots of foods that have not so good stuff in them, if we consider that we're doing that intentionally, then the slight difference in cost can be offset by us not having to buy those kinds of foods in the first place. So you probably come out even where cost is concerned. So, how do you use quinoa and how much should you be using? How much can you use? Consider quinoa as an alternative to some of the other grains that you already might be using, like brown rice or barley, and you can substitute quinoa in that way, in the same way, other whole grains. You can use quinoa as a breakfast porridge, same way you use oats. We've talked about oats here on this channel before. You can go and look for that video. And you can do the same things with quinoa that you can do with oats. You can use quinoa in your salads as grain bowls that are very popular now. You probably have those, this bowl, or that bowl, a Mediterranean bowl, all kinds of bowls. Buddha bowl, a little bit of quinoa, black beans, corn, chopped tomatoes, chopped cucumbers, those kinds of things, avocado, complementing the quinoa in the bowl. Other side dishes, just like you use other grains like rice in your cooking, you can use quinoa the same way. Half a cup cooked, half a cup cooked quinoa gives you about 4 grams of protein and 2 to 3 grams of fiber. So there are other plant-based benefits. It's low in saturated fat. It's low in cholesterol. It goes very well. It combines very well with beans or lentils or other legumes that you would use, again, just like you would use with rice or on their own. And so that gives you even more nutrition when you combine the quinoa with some of those other high protein or high fiber foods. Let me know in the comments if you are already using quinoa in your diet. If you already have recipes that you make with quinoa, let me know. Tell me. Give me some feedback in the comments. I use quinoa just like rice, brown rice, with beans, with lentils on their own, in so many different ways. So it isn't a scam and it isn't hype, but it also is not the kind of capture it all magic bullet kind of food. It's not a miracle. You're not going to eat a bowl of quinoa and be cured of all your diseases, or it's not going to substitute for you having a mixed variety of all the kinds of foods, whole plant foods that I have been talking about on this channel. You're not going to get away with just eating quinoa only, okay? So it's versatile and it's a good option that you can get a good full nutrient complement from once you add it to your diet. If you found any of this helpful in any way, I invite you to go ahead and like and subscribe and share this video, most importantly, with someone who might be on the fence and wondering if quinoa is a good thing or is it just hype. I'll be working on the next video in the series. And so thank you for watching, and I'll see you there.